Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming for this great recognition. My name is Charles Sims. I'm the Executive Fire Commissioner for the City of Detroit Fire Department, and it is my honor and my pleasure and my privilege just to honor and recognize our firefighters, the men and women on the fire department, for doing an amazing rescue. And I want to uplift the family of Mr. Johnson and his daughters, and it's just going to be an amazing day. I'm going to start off by reading the narrative from the incident, and then I'm going to bring up D.C. Robertson. On the morning of March 6, 2025, fire companies were dispatched to a reported structure fire at a residence, with reports indicated a possible trapped occupant. Engine 30 arrived first on the scene and encountered heavy fire at the rear of the dwelling. Working in coordination with Engine 40, the crew forced entry through the rear and stretched an 1.5-inch hand line to begin fire suppression. Meanwhile, Ladder 17 conducted essential truck operations, including placing egress ladders, securing utilities, and assisting with searches. Squad 5 staged rapid intervention team tools at the front of the dwelling, forced entry through the front door, and assumed RIT responsibilities. Engine 53 initiated a primary search for the reported victim. Making entry through the front of the dwelling, Lieutenant Anthony Bay led the search, followed by Senior Firefighter Eric Jones and Trial Firefighter Anthony Rosasco. Under heavy smoke and active fire conditions on the first floor, Lieutenant Bay conducted a left-hand search, while Senior Firefighter Jones performed a right-hand search in near blackout conditions. As Jones advanced, he heard the victim gasping for air, allowing him to pinpoint the location of the trapped occupant. Upon locating the disabled resident, Jones immediately called for assistance. The Engine 53 crew swiftly moved in and performed an extremity carry to remove the victim from the hazardous environment. The crew was met in the living room at the front of the house by Squad 5, who assisted in carrying the victim to safety, where Detroit EMS Medic 10 assumed patient care and transported the occupant to a local hospital for treatment of minor injuries. The swift, coordinated, and professional actions of all the members involved directly resulted in a life saved. Their unwavering commitment to duty, exceptional teamwork, and courageous performance under challenging conditions exemplify the highest standards of the Detroit Fire Department. Their actions are truly commendable and deserving of formal recognition. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And at this time, I'm going to ask to come up to the podium Deputy Chief Lorenzo Robertson.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we have come together to recognize not just a remarkable act of bravery, but a shining example of what it defines the Detroit Fire Department: teamwork, dedication, and a shared mission to protect lives and save property. During a recent dwelling fire, our crews, those that you see behind me, are faced with different kinds of situations that we train for, prepare for, and hope never happens. But when it does, we respond without hesitation. A life was on the line, and thanks to swift, coordinated efforts of our companies, that life was saved. But this wasn't the result of just one person or one company acting alone. It took all those you see standing behind me. In an ideal situation, the engine company shows up getting water on the fire. The truck company shows up forcing entry, conducting primary search, and opening up the house. The squad operating with surgical precision, the most dangerous parts of the structure. The chief officers managing the scene, making sure everyone is in the right place at the right time. EMS crews standing by and ready to provide critical care the moment the victim is carried out. Every move, every assignment, every second mattered. And it worked because of our discipline, our trust in each other, and our ability to operate as one unit. This commendation today just doesn't recognize the successful rescue of a life. It honors the seamless collaboration of what was made possible. It's a reminder that no single company wins the day. We win it together. With courage, training, and unity. The crews involved here today, your actions that day exemplified the best of who we are. You made the Detroit Fire Department proud. You made this department proud. And most importantly, you made a difference that would never be forgotten. Congratulations and a well-deserved recognition and a job well done. Thank you. At this time, we're going to bring up firefighter Eric Jones II, who's going to provide with some remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I just want to thank God for allowing me to be in this position to be able to save a life and provide Mr. Johnson and his family with more time spent. This just wasn't, as Chief Robertson and Commissioner Sims stated, this just wasn't my doing. It was a team effort. Without the assistance of Engine 30 provided, being led by my classmate, Acting Sergeant Davidson, if you step up, he did a great job of leading those gentlemen into fighting the fire. With him doing that, he allowed myself, Lieutenant Bay, and TFF Rosasco the opportunity to save a life. While doing so, Lieutenant Bay, as stated, he went to the left. Myself and Roscoe went to the right, where we could hear Mr. Johnson choking and calling for help. Once we found him, we called out for our lieutenant, who came to our aid. We began to swiftly rescue him, extricate him out to where we were met in the living room by Squad 5. I don't know where Squad 5 is. The crew of Squad 5 that assisted us further getting Mr. Johnson out. Once we got Mr. Johnson out to the porch, we were met by Medic 10, who did a great job having the stretcher and all their equipment ready to go to transport Mr. Johnson so he can get the further assistance he needed. Also, our chiefs, Chief 4 and Chief 8, Chief Billings, Chief Warmack did a great job of communication, providing us with information where Mr. Johnson could possibly be. Without everyone involved, this wouldn't have been a successful effort. People often ask me, what does it mean to be a firefighter, or how is it being a firefighter? And I'll just simply say, family. We're all a team. They told me in the beginning that you might spend more time with these guys than you do your own family, and unfortunately, sometimes that's true. I just want to thank the Johnson family for allowing me to speak on you guys' behalf. I want to thank my family for being here. My father, who yeah, my father who instilled hard work and dedication in my life. My mother, who was always there no matter what, and my wife and son, who's deal with me during my long days of being gone for 24 to 36 hours and just still being there. I hear somebody's getting in the room. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. Happy that the Johnson family, you're able to have more time with Mr. Johnson, and thank everybody for coming out.
Okay, at this time, I really would like to introduce the family of Mr. Johnson. We have his three daughters here, Katrina Johnson Moore, Pamela Johnson Adams, and Marie Johnson, and other family members. Please come to the podium.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a little surreal, especially since I have known Fireman Jones since he was a baby. So this is extended family for me, and it is great to be able to come together after this terrible event. So on behalf of our father, Winfred Johnson, the entire Johnson family, we want to thank God first and foremost We want to give a sincere thanks to our loved ones, our friends, our church families, and my Castech class of 92 family for your support and donations during this time. Today we are here to honor and salute the remarkable teams of Engines 30, 40, 53, Squad 5, Ladder 17, and Medic 10. Your unwavering commitment, courage, and swift actions have made an incredible difference in our lives. We lost our family home of over 50 years, but without your dedication to the community, we might not be celebrating our dad's life today. Your service is a shining example of bravery and selflessness. Thank you once again to DFD, the firefighters, medics, and chiefs for all you do to keep us safe. Our dad was not able to make it today due to physical limitations, but he did record a message for the amazing team that saved him. He also wanted to send a special thank you to, in his words, the guy who came down to the hospital the next day just to check on me. So again, on behalf of the Johnson family, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello, my name is Winford Johnson. I recently had a fire on Wisconsin Street in Detroit. I can't walk, and the fire was too much for me to handle. I called the fire department, and shortly after, they came and rescued me. I thought I was a goner for a minute, but I don't know who the fireman was that came in, but he came in and he found me in the smoke. And I really appreciate the Detroit Fire Department, and especially the man and the other firemen who rescued me and got me out safely. I'm glad to be alive, and I thank you again.
So at this time, myself and DC Robertson, we're going to hand out the unit citations to each company officer.
I'm gonna stay here. You go. Okay. Okay. First, we're going to call Engine 40. If you would go meet Commissioner at the table, the entire crew of Engine 40, if you're here. You have Lieutenant Frederick Bigliardi, FEO Henry Johnson, Firefighter Lucas Matum, TFF Darnell Harris. Okay. There's a couple guys out here. Thank you, Engine 40. You can fall back in line. Engine 30's crew. We're going to call Engine 30. There that day was Firefighter Brian Davison, FEO Jordan Billingsley, Firefighter Christopher Bruce, TFF Thomas Burt Jr.
Davison is in charge of 44s today. He's gone.
Davison, okay. Davison's in charge of 44s. They took a run, Commissioner. Davison just left on a run. Make sure you got the right one. That's Engine 30. Next we have Engine 53. Lieutenant Antonio Bay, FEO Daryl Tucker, Firefighter Eric Jones II, TFF Anthony Rosasco. Which company he's got?
He's going to take 44.
44. I don't have 44. No 44. save them. I'll do you guys at the same time. Ladder 17's crew. Sergeant Tyrone Calloway, Firefighter Sidney Stokes, Firefighter Nicholas Carvalho. Is he cooking? Somebody go get Nicholas Carvalho out the kitchen. Next is Squad 5. They're not here, I don't believe. Chief 8, he's also there. Chief 8 Billings is going to collect his certificate as well as Squad 5. There's the cook. Next we have Chief 4, Percy Warmack. Chief 8 just got his. These were the ICs on scene. Incident Command. Medic 10. Did Medic 10 make it back? Yes. They are here. Medic 10. Firefighter EMT Nicholas Delore and Firefighter EMT Steve Landfair.